Okay, welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in Victoria 3. And it's the UK. Where I think our new government apparently has a little bit more political power authority than the last one, so we can go ahead and grab liquor. It's a tax type. Oh, and the election hasn't finished yet. So this other. We'll go with this one. We don't have too many clergy, so that shouldn't be too big of a swing. Driving down iron price. Then we're set to drive down the wood price a little bit. Then I'll probably swap over to building up opium in India so that we can benefit from that. Bit of a shame that I don't think we're gonna be in a particularly great place to swing into no migration, but we would like to do that so that everyone except for the industrialists are opposed to it. Industrialists aren't quite strong enough yet. They will be, just not yet. It's only a matter of time. Gone to the dogs. Another new mandate, which we'll go ahead and grab. We could go for level 3 of what we were on. Or we can go, I think we're going to go in advanced research. Lower the cost of education. Versus colonial offices. Which would produce infamy generation against unrecognized powers. We'll hold off a little bit on that and go for advanced research. Oh, we apparently have 2 mandates levels, so we'll get level 2. And we have religious goals. We'd probably want to get off of religious goals, but that's not going to be an easy thing to do. Okay, we got an election. Election result was good, so we now have a stable government, so we can raise taxes back to normal. Could probably even go ahead and raise taxes. Raise it quite a bit. No. And now everyone is market liberal. It's probably where restricted child labor is having an issue. So we're in a better place for swapping over to laissez-faire, which we'll probably try doing shortly then. Don't think the home counties have both iron and coal. No, they only got coal. So we're probably over to Lancaster next for expansion because it has both coal and iron, much like the place where we've been developing. There's a quinine. Over to nationalism next, as we said in the last one. Now that we've raised taxes, we're making much more money again. There's our restricted child labor. With the double... Well, sadly it's only market liberal on Indonesia. Industrialist is basically doubled up, which doesn't do us very good. Because they're already laissez-faire, so it's a market liberal laissez-faire, which isn't changing much. Yeah, 50 opposing, migration controls. At least laissez-faire is now only the labor movement opposing it. We got 2 groups supporting it. torrential rains. So I'm going to go ahead and expand industry until we're not making any money again. Or expand the construction section until we're not making any more money again. That's been pull stockpiling a little bit. We want that to not be the case. So we just need the construction pool to be bigger, basically. Either by laissez-faire, making it bigger, or just building enough construction centers that it's big enough either way. So, early 42 is when we can go into China again. And some of our trade routes with China probably would expand more if we just had more to export, right? So, a lot of potential to export more opium, but we need to track the price down again. Torrential rains here is also affecting our infrastructure. That's only temporary affecting the infrastructure, and it should be ticking down over time. Flat. Lawn bracement, not bad. Well, I suppose with child labor we can do that and that. We have the freed up power. We should try to compensate for the fact that America just made its own. Oh no, we're still amicable with them, so that's fine. Maldives wishes to join the British Empire. Do the same for Portugal. We might not be in the same position to do with Belgium yet. Oh, Belgium is a minor power, so we can do the same with Belgium. Okay, the labor movement is radical, but that's fine. We'll try to appease these guys a little bit. We're moving away from... They wanted interventionism, we're moving to laissez-faire. We'll try to appease them a little bit by probably improving either healthcare or welfare. After laissez-faire is complete. And the whole trying to manage privatization will get a little easier when it's forced upon me with laissez-faire. So that's one of the reasons I'm going laissez-faire. Because it's easy to forget that you need to be hitting the privatize button. And we want everything privatized. classroom. We'll piss off the government. The government's happy either way, usually. Yeah, so we'll just take that choice. Increase influence. Our speech captivates. We'll keep the intelligence, yeah, powerful. Okay, so we're going to want more railways. Granted, some of this is because we have the torrential downpour, but fixing it will help in the long run. And then, as far as expanding the construction sector, we got iron there, we got coal there. Midlands is probably going to be our next expansion location. So, another railway there, and then start doing up construction sectors there. That'll be a little bit overkill, but overkill is probably what we want to do. We want to burn down the money reserve. Joint stock companies, so that there gives another corporation choice. Yeah, Forestry Corporation wouldn't be that bad if we can get the active on it going. Grab that. Okay, there is the Ottoman Egypt affair. You want the Libyan desert, and you want your independence. Ottoman Emperor simply persuade me. Only give me the Adda territory, but I don't actually want that because then that's just going to cause problems with you wanting to give me stuff. Or wanting to take stuff from me. Decline. Again, I actually kind of want to support Egypt here. That wouldn't be bad. We'll do free Iraq. Only fares to 3. Why would I want to? I'm joining the other side. Why would I want an obligation to join your side? You gotta sum up something better than that for me. that's uncomfortably close. I might have to actually back down on what I'm trying to pass at the moment. You don't like the investment level Social Security. Why is that? Because it's the wrong Social Security, I'm guessing? Maybe. Wait, I'm not gonna deal with this because we're gonna back out off of laissez-faire. Oh, I still have to pick an option here, okay. Okay, let's see. Get off religious. Moving to public schools. You guys will probably know this will probably fail. They had no one garrisoning that? Okay, that's gonna make it before. And a new mandate, so we can go ahead and get advanced research up to the final tier. We'll go back for Colonial Offices 3 in the next cycle. Yeah, so in theory, if we can just hold the Ottoman capital long enough, Oh no, they want stuff from Libya, so we need to get into Libya as well. Granted, we're getting into Libya anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem. Pulled so many troops off with the landing in the capital that a lot of the resistance is gone, yeah. Well, this is off to an interesting start for a war. Almost 5 years, I think, on there. We got some early spring times to the people, but we'll be fine. In our case, we'll just let it time out and we'll win that way. We're not going to suppress the radical groups. Yeah, we now control everything, so it's just a matter of time before they surrender. Power the industrialists, please. Yeah, sure. Perhaps John Frost can find greater pressures elsewhere. Despot on St. Petersburg. Sure. So in theory, we're going to bet free Iraq, which is going to be an interesting group that we can try to buddy up with for import-export reasons later on. The action area is now grumpy. Okay. Nope, and now they've no, they're still pretty grumpy. It's expected to drift to 91, it's currently only at 79 and growing. Okay. Okay, so their war support is negative and going down faster. There's nationalism. That's good to see. We'll do human rights. Human. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, not human rights. Civilizing mission. Do the right one. You have a hammer. Every problem is a nail. So, we just got... Oh, well, we're on war. We have to wait until the war ends. When the war ends, we'll be able to begin merging our subjects. Arguably, in the short run, might not be to our benefit, because we're going to lose political power, or lose authority by doing that, but longer run it will be. Okay, obviously, given the industry expansion, our construction goods are a little bit more expensive. New neighbors, new grudges. Basically, I'm pissing off the reactionaries, so that doesn't surprise me very much. Federate Australia. God save the Queen. Federate Canada. God save the Queen. Not too worried about this revolution, because it's as annoying as it is that it's insurrectionary. It's not at the point where it's going to run away into a real problem at the moment.
Oh.
Okay, we've been through the investment pool, apparently. We worked out that we should have a bunch more export capacity to export opium, so let's start building up the opium plantations. So 10 would be 200, we got 1,000 demand just to bring it down to neutral price, so we can go ahead and put like 50 opium farms in. Okay, now we rapidly build those opium plantations. Oh, we're at the point where we can go invade China for those investment rights. There might be something we're able to give Portugal to get over to our side, so we'll see it in a moment. What do you want? You want me to transfer a state? That's probably a no. British Gambia. Yeah, we're not down to giving British Gambia. Someone just died. Or animals, apparently. On the abolitionists wouldn't be too much of an opposition target, so we'll grab them. Now, needless to say, while we're at this war, all those open plantations we're currently building are not going to be the most productive. Because their good export place is not going to be available. No, I don't want to give you military assistance. My army's bigger than yours. It's going to make us generally weaker in the long run. The mob approaches! Arguably we want that option. Yay, we gained some loyalists and help stabilize the realm a little bit. Concerns. Got one government, so weakening them just makes the government stronger. Okay, there's the army. Now we're just waiting for the navy to arrive. Take over Lanfang. New mandate, good to see. Too late to save us on infamy in this case, but future cases will apply. This is at the expense of the army, which is fine. Okay, that navy's in position, so we probably want to free up some of these guys to do the naval landing on Beijing. War's going well. It's a bit expensive, but the war's going well otherwise. You wish to join the British Empire? Sure. And apparently our financial districts right now are privatizing things and not building anything, so that's fine. A little annoying, but that's fine. Obviously privatize the open plantations. Okay, apparently it doesn't want to privatize those. Maybe because they're not all built. We'll press them to one government. How's that naval group landing going? 26%. fighting enemies, winning those and winning against those enemies. Nova Scotia's in default, but that's fine because Nova Scotia doesn't get to negotiate with anyone. We're producing opium, so we should probably actually find more export targets if we can. The Ottomans. We can export the Ottomans. Jolly good. Okay, there's victory. Wait for that to down a little bit more. We'll turn them into a puppet as well. Okay, so one thing we can now do, because we have access to the Qing market, is we can build things in their market. And obviously that gives us opportunities to do some other style building. Like they've got a really large need for clothes and paper. So we can own some Chinese paper and clothes mills, textile mills. I mean, this menu over here is pretty worthless in this situation where I want to be building in a foreign power. Can't say, hey, show all the places that are China, for example. Yeah, no easy way just to say all my Chinese places. Could look at which place is the most highest earning, but apparently it's saying, hey, India, you, America, pretty far down is China, but we'll probably want to do China. Probably because the Chinese don't have the highest level of paper mill. Oh, they are pretty high on textile mills, though. So I'll probably do some textile mills. And of course, now that that war is over, up goes the opium trade. No, new party. That's either good or bad. Depends upon... Okay, so... they want to go off and join the Tories. Okay. We'll see if we can even make a stable government after this election. We might not be able to with the reactionaries being a thing. Looking at the time, I should probably go ahead and put up our break. So we've gone ahead and had 2 large wars with the Great Qing. We have a little bit of deficit. I think we'll pop back from that deficit after a while as we build, and do some more building. GDP has been growing. Our GDP is still the 3rd largest. Apparently behind one of our own subjects in China. So we'll see if we can change that in upcoming parts. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to go and record another part after a very short break, after checking on up on the family. So with that, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time until the next part. And bye for now.